It's Ash from Super Videos back for another video for season 9 of The Walking Dead. This is going to be a news video, so it was recently revealed that Andrew Lincoln will in fact be returning in season 10 of The Walking Dead. Now, this is a little different than what you have in mind because he's not returning as Rick Grimes, he's just returning in season 10 as a director, so he's going to be directing an episode. Now, two things that we need to discuss. One, does this mean that Rick Grimes is not dead or that he's leaving and he's going to come back in season 10? Absolutely not. This has nothing to do with that. This just means that Andrew Lincoln will be coming back to direct an episode. We know Michael Cutlets, who played Abraham, will come back in season 9 to direct an episode, which is interesting. But we do also know now that Andrew Lincoln will go through a similar phase where he will come back in season 10 and direct an episode. So that's very interesting and exciting at the same time. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with directing an episode. Of course, I have not seen him direct anything. Same with Michael Cutlets. But the second thing I want to talk about is that there may be a connection between this news and what Andrew Lincoln said during the Comic-Con panel. When Andrew Lincoln was revealing season 9 is going to be his last season, he said, "My relationship with Mr. Grimes is far from over." Now, does that mean that that's what he was referring to? Because he's going to come back in season 10 and direct an episode. And maybe the episode he's directing is related to Rick's story. And maybe it's part of Rick's story. That's why he said that his relationship with Rick Grimes is far from over. Very possible. But at the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean that. What he could be saying is different than what we're getting here. So he could really be referring to Rick and that he's not dead. You could look at it both ways. He could have been talking about coming back and directing an episode, or he could have been talking about Rick coming back. But the last thing I want to talk about is that the episode he's directing may not necessarily be a Rick-centric episode, or it might not have anything to do with Rick's story. So it might be completely different. But what's very interesting is that this news is coming out this early, because they are not even done filming season 9. I find it very interesting that this news has come out now. Are they in talks about season 10 for him to direct an episode? Possible, but again, if his leaving has something to do with disagreements between him and the network AMC, which I think is the case, then does it really make sense for him to be coming back and be a part of the show again? So if his relationship with AMC is that bad, is he really going to come back and be part of this network again? Unless there's more things behind the scenes that we don't know about. But just to keep this video short, very interesting news, very exciting, I would say. Not only could it be hinting that Rick's story is far from over and potentially Rick could be coming back, or at least Andrew Lincoln is coming back to film an episode for Rick's story. But whatever the case is, extremely excited about this news. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for future uploads. Like the Facebook page of this channel to join our Walking Dead community. Join us live every Friday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for a Q&A session. See you all there.